All right, it's time to get rolling. This is a great time to recommit to your practice, to evaluate what you want in your practice and connection with spirit in this new year. So, if you have fallen off your trail or stopped doing your meditations and your spirit practices, that's okay. We're going to take this opportunity in this brand new year to dive in and recommit and reprioritize our connection with spirit. So, this week is all about creating space in your life, space in your home for you to meditate, have quiet time, and connect with the unseen realms. So, I often talk about creating a sacred space, creating an altar in your home, somewhere that you can spend time at. So, and the reason for that is when you create a sacred space that you can sit near and be near, it increases the likelihood that you'll actually go there and connect with spirit. It also creates an energy or a little vortex where energy begins to accumulate. And then it becomes easier and easier for you to drop into a meditative state, to talk to your guides and allies, and to de-stress because you've got this little pool of energy, invisible energy, that is helping you. So if you do not have a space in your house committed to your meditation and your spirit practices, this is your week to identify and create that space. Now, it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It's just a space where you can sit and honor spirit. You can create an altar, a simple table, where you put a candle and something that reminds you of the divine, reminds you of your connection with spirit. You can get fancy and elaborate if you want, but I don't want that to stop you from doing it, because I hear from my clients all the time, well, when the room is ready, I'll do it. Well, when's the room going to be ready? Well, and then we go for weeks without the room being ready. Or when my such and such and such moves out, or when I have the time, or there's all sorts of excuses that we make. I want you to stop any excuses that you're making and find a spot where you can put a simple cushion and a candle, somewhere that is always set up in the way that you want it to be set up. That's where you want to start. And if you already have a space that works for you, continue with that and give it a refresh, give it a revamp, and give it a makeover. Change the cloth on the table, get some new candles, do something to reinvigorate your connection. These sacred spaces can be simple, and they also, the more we interact with them, the more energy there is in that place, and the more we are connected to our intention through that space. Sacred spaces are not art displays. They're places for us to connect with spirit, and our connection with spirit is not stagnant or one-sided. It's alive, it's vibrant, and it's interactive. So you want to create the space for yourself, and if you're having trouble or making excuses, I have a solution to that in a minute. You want to make a space for yourself or refresh the space that you already have. I'm going to include a link to a video where I talk more about sacred spaces, and that might help you to understand what you need to do or include in your space. So that's where we're going to start. The second thing is that I find that when there's no accountability, we don't do things. As much as we want, as much as we're well-intentioned and have good meaning, we don't do things. And then when we don't do what we say we're going to do, we feel crappy. And we get in this never-ending cycle where we just feel bad about ourselves. And I don't want that to happen to you. We're in a time right now where your prioritization for connecting with spirit is really, really important. And the reason why I spend so much time helping you to connect with spirit is because when you are in that connection, you become free. You become free and sovereign in your connection with the unseen. And when you have that kind of help and that kind of support and companionship, you can get your work done in the world Whether that's healing work, carpentry work, teaching work, whatever it is, you can get your work done in the world faster and easier and more solidly when you have your team and your spirit connection and your practices in place. So I want you to make a commitment to get past the crap that you create in your head, past the obstacles, so that you are doing what you want to be doing and creating that space so that you can connect with spirit. We really don't have time to waste, folks. We have no time to waste. This is the time is now. So get that in order, make a plan. If your questions or obstacles come up, come over to the Facebook group and tag me in a comment or tag me in a post. You can feel free to post in there and let me know what your questions are. Okay, I think that's it for now. I am so looking forward to this new year with you. I'm looking forward to what it will bring. I'm looking forward to you strengthening your commitment to yourself and your connection with spirit. All right, so you've got it now. Sacred space. Let me know how that's going, and I will see you very soon. Have a beautiful day and Happy New Year.